people who have been guarding my mother for the last almost 50 years withdrawn at night. I have now a situation where my son's home is being raided for things that I don't understand. What does this government want? Because if it wants me, the fact that I've been silent doesn't mean I'm scared. Come for me. What does my mother have to do with anything? What does my children have to do with anything? Kama shida yenu ni mimi, I'm here. Right? But being quiet does not mean I will not defend my family. I will defend my family. Right? And I will defend it to the end. And I will now do the best that I can do to defend my family. Yeah? They know where I am 24/7. Right? Why all this? Intimidate a 90-year-old woman. Intimidate children. Right? If it is me you want, come and tell us what you want. Because they should tell me what they want with my children. Yeah? Do they want? They've removed their security. Now I hear they want to remove their personal weapons. So what? Are they wanting to do that because they are planning something? And if they are planning something, yeah, my only plea, don't plan against my mother, don't plan against my children, plan for me. If it is me you want, leave them alone. What do they have to do with anything? Follow the procedure, right? So you withdraw their security, so they're not supposed to defend themselves. What do you want now? What more do you want?
Perhaps what brings you here this evening, and what has happened here exactly?
Well, I got a report from my son that he had come to home, and as he was leaving, the watchman at the gate told him that there were people claiming, because that's all we can state for now, to be DCI officers in a vehicle with Sudanese registration, and claiming that they want to speak and to see him. And I told them immediately, I mean, from my knowledge, when the police want to do something, they don't come in foreign number plates. Number two, they have a warrant. Number three, they state their case and they show and produce the warrant that is supposed to allow them to do whatever it is that they want to do. And I told them, don't open the gate. And unfortunately, I was in the office doing other work, so I just told them, just keep the gate closed. And I am now here, and I understand now they have left. Because I wanted to ask them, what are you doing in my son's home?
And welcome to, hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In case you're new here, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified anytime I upload a new video. Like I said, this is the greatest YouTube in the Republic of Kenya, and the E in my name stands for exactly what you need. Now, shocking news have rocked the Republic of Kenya tonight after an alleged innovation of DCI officers, allegedly, to the home of the eldest son of former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Now, the attacks on the family of His Excellency Uhuru Kenyatta have been consistent, vehement, and so bad, to say the least. We have seen the withdrawal of bodyguards from his mother's homestead in Muthaiga. We have seen a sitting cabinet secretary dress down or talk disrespectfully to the mother of Uhuru Kenyatta. And for those who don't know, the mother of Uhuru Kenyatta is the first lady of the Republic of Kenya, because she is the wife of the founding father of the Republic of Kenya, and that is Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. So he was one of the wives of Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, because Mzee had other wives, I think 4. So this is the last one, the youngest, Mama Ngina Kenyatta. Mama Ngina Kenyatta happens to be the mother of Uhuru Kenyatta. Now that's for my international audience that may not be familiar with what I'm talking about. So guys, so tonight we have seen another attack, and so this is the story. I'll attach the video, guys. I'll attach the whole clip so that you can listen to what the president had to say.
Perhaps what brings you here this evening, and what has happened here exactly?
Well, I got a report from my son that he had come to home, and as he was leaving, the watchman at the gate told him that there were people claiming, because that's all we can state for now, to be DCI officers in a vehicle with Sudanese registration, and claiming that they want to speak and to see him. And I told them immediately, I mean, from my knowledge, when the police want to do something, they don't come in foreign number plates. Number two, they have a warrant. Number three, they state their case, and they show and produce the warrant that is supposed to allow them to do whatever it is that they want to do. And I told them, don't open the gate. And unfortunately, I was in the office doing other work, so I just told them, just keep the gate closed. And I am now here, and I understand now they have left. Because I wanted to ask them, what are you doing in my son's home?
Do you believe this has anything to do with the ongoing protests and, of course, having the opposition claiming the government?
Unfortunately, I have no other explanation to give, because all of these things are flowing in a row. I have a whole minister of government staying there that is going to do I don't know what in front of my mother's house. I have people who have been guarding my mother for the last almost 50 years, withdrawn at night. I have now a situation where my son's home is being raided for things that I don't understand. So I ask myself, what does this government want? Because if it wants me, the fact that I've been silent doesn't mean I'm scared. Come for me. What does my mother have to do with anything? What does my children have to do with anything? Kama shida yenu ni mimi, I'm here. Right? Yeah? They know where I am 24/7. Right? Why all this? Intimidate a 90-year-old woman. Intimidate children. Right? If it is me you want, come and tell us what you want. Yeah.
Mr. President, they have been claiming that you are behind the Azimio la Umoja protests and you're funding the protests. Perhaps, how do you reply to these statements?
You tell me, right? And I have said it severally. And that's why I keep saying, maybe silence sometimes is not right. Yeah? But I have ignored it because I have asked myself, how? Yeah? What does the issues that Kenyans are talking about have nothing to do with me? All right? Have you seen me in any of those events? Have you seen me talk about any of those events? Yeah? Now if you say that because of my association with Raila, am I not supposed to talk to my friends? Is that a crime in Kenya today? Yeah? Is that a crime? Maybe you should tell me. If it's a crime, maybe you should say, oh, it is a crime to associate with this individual, with this. I thought the only crime was to associate with terrorists. So are you telling me that they are terrorists? Then, because then that would be the only argument you would have. Or bank robbers or something. Right? Yeah? But I thought we lived in a democracy in Kenya. I believed. Yes? And that's why I handed over, whatever. I may not have supported this government. Yes? But I accepted the will of the people, didn't I? You all saw me in broad daylight. Was I forced into that field? Right? See, I did what I was supposed to do. So what else do you want?
Probably there any steps you're going to take after this, from this particular incident?
This incident, I leave to the lawyers, because they should tell me what they want with my children. Yeah? Do they want? They've removed their security. Now I hear they want to remove their personal weapons. So what? Are they wanting to do that because they are planning something? And if they are planning something, yeah, my only plea, don't plan against my mother, don't plan against my children, plan for me. If it is me you want, leave them alone. What do they have to do with anything? Yeah? How many people are licensed to hold weapons in this country? Yeah? Did they not follow the right procedure? Tell us, tell the world. If it's a question of illegal weapons, then tell the world, yeah, these people have illegal weapons. Right? But if they are licensed weapons, how many people in Kenya have licensed weapons? Even foreigners. Yeah. Alright? So they follow the procedure. Right? So you withdrew their security. So they're not supposed to defend themselves. What do you want now? What more do you want? Mama Ngina?
Mr. President, perhaps now that this is happening, and does this in any way waiver your support for Raila Odinga?
Why should it? That is my democratic right. It is my democratic right. Yes? Enshrined in our constitution that Kenyans voted for. Right? That Kenyans voted for. Huh? Mzee Moi died as a member of KANU. And KANU ceased to rule this country in 2022. He died claiming I am a KANU life member. Was there a problem with that? Was there? Maybe you should tell me. Maybe there was a problem with that. Yeah? He died a KANU life member. To his grave, he declared himself a KANU life member, correct? Was there a problem? So what's the problem? Maybe you should tell me, maybe there's something that I don't understand.
Mr. President, the argument here has been that if
the fourth president.
My apologies, the fourth president of the Republic of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, the argument here has been that if you continue politicking, then you may lose.
Have you seen me in any rally?
Declaring maybe your support for
any rally?
Not really, but declaring.
Have you seen me in any demonstration?
Not really.
Have you seen me anywhere except where, and all my functions are public. This government knows all the activities I have been doing, be it in Ethiopia, be it in DRC. I don't do it undercover. They know. Yeah. So which are these other activities? Maybe they should tell us. They're the ones who know. They have the whole system. Yeah. Instead of going onto cars to claim. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm here. Do you have to go and look for my mother? Do you have to go and look for my children? Right? Come for me. I'm here. Yeah? I'm here. In full view of you. Yes. So, if you have those claims, sema. Shida iko wapi? Sema. Yeah. Another question? Yes, please.
There are also allegations that you financing the opposition to frustrate the government.
To frustrate them from doing what? To frustrate them from doing what? You know, when you're a government, you're elected to rule. You're elected not to rule, actually, to govern. And to govern in accordance with the wishes of the people. Yeah? I am a retired person. Yes? Why don't they deal with the issues and the concerns that Kenyans are raising? That's what they should be dealing with. Not looking for scapegoats. Yeah, go deal with the issues that Kenyans are raising. Right?
Have you spoken?
When I was in power, I was dealing with the issues that Kenyans were raising. Yeah? These are not new things. Yes?
Have you perhaps had a tete-a-tete with the current president, William Ruto?
No. I mean, you have a tete-a-tete with somebody who wants to have a tete-a-tete with you. He has not shown any indication that he wants to talk to me. And as a retired person, why should I go look for somebody who doesn't want to talk to me?
Do you feel feel like perhaps the safety of your family is being threatened?
Absolutely, and that's why I'm here. Yeah, and as you know, I have been quiet. But being quiet does not mean I will not defend my family. I will defend my family, right? And I will defend it to the end. All right? I defended Kenya and I did my best for this country. Okay? You may not think, whoever has that opinion, that is an opinion. But according to me, I did the best I could do for my country. All right? And I handed over when my time was finished. And I will now do the best that I can do to defend my family.
Mr. The retired president, you called a Jubilee delegates meeting on the 22nd, I think, February or May. And the question here is, don't you think that is a form of maybe actively participating in politics, trying to iron out and rest the affairs of the Jubilee Party?
No. And I said it when I was even right there on the platform. My idea and my plan was always to surrender my party. But what I completely rejected was the coup that was planned by this government to take over my party forcefully. And I said, let the members decide. But I will not hand over to some puppet group of people, all right, because they have government support. No, that is not democracy. Right? That is not to say that I was not willing to hand over. I wanted to hand over. I was prepared to hand over. But what I found to be completely illegitimate and unacceptable in a democratic state is to be forced to hand over to a group of puppeteers. No. Right? And I stood up and I said, let the members of Jubilee choose who they want to lead them. And that is the person I shall hand over to.
And the politicians you're referring to, these were actually your allies formerly. Do you feel betrayed in any form of way?
I have no issue. They are free to do whatever they want. I can't comment about it. Whatever they want to do, that's their business. Right? My issue is the membership. It is the people. It is the agenda that Jubilee went to the election with. That is what needs to be defended. What individuals do, you go ask them themselves. Me, I carry no grudges against anybody.
And with the latest development in the party, what...
I don't, please. Why are you diverting to other things? Me, I'm telling you what I am here, what I'm talking to you about, is the fact that when I was president, I defended my country. As a retired man, I am protecting my family. And I will. All right? And I will not be intimidated.
Lastly, there has been a call for truce by, members.
That's got nothing to do with me. Yeah, so truce, this, truce, that's not my business. Yeah, but leave my family out of it. And like I say, and I say once again, to you who think you can intimidate an old woman so that you intimidate me, who think you can intimidate children and grandchildren so you can intimidate. If you want me, come, here I am. Sijaenda pahali. Msiende kusema huyu ametoroka, ameenda. Niko na watu yenu, wanajua every second, wanajua niko wapi. Yeah, wachana na watoto, wachana na wazee. Mimi niko hapa kama mko na swali na mimi. Sawa? Yeah? Sasa hiyo watu sijui wameenda wapi, waende, wakirudi, watarudi, kama hawatarudi, wakae, lakini kwangu, hii ni nyumba yangu, yeah? Sio yangu, ni ya watoto yangu, yeah? Na mimi nitalinda, kama kila mwananchi mwingine, atalinda mali yake, yeah? Sio ndio haki ya kila Mkenya, yeah? Na mimi siwaulizi wanipatie walinzi, wakitaka kuwachukua, wachukue wote, lakini wanipatie heshima yangu ya kulinda pia mimi mali yangu kama Mkenya mwingine.
Lastly, before you actually exited office, you had a meeting in Sagana and you said to the people that they will suffer after you exit. Do you think they make...
You know what I said. So if you want to know about what I said, me, I don't try and hide from what I said. Kwenda fanya search button kwa Google, ama whatever, utajua nilisemaje na hiyo ni public knowledge. Si namna hiyo. Kuna haja ya kurudia, kwenda Google tu ufinye button utajua. Ama namna gani? Na nawashukuru. Na ombi langu kwenu nyinyi kama fourth estate, lindeni uhuru wa Wakenya, lindeni demokrasia ya taifa letu. Sina ingine, hiyo ni haki yenu, si ndio? Na Wakenya wanawatarajia mfanye hivi. Sawa? God bless you. Thank you for coming and I appreciate it. Asante.
But the story is, there are some people who raided the home of his son in Karen, and these people identified themselves as DCI officers, but the vehicles had foreign registration numbers, and therefore it was even impossible for them to even, for the son of Uhuru Kenyatta to identify them and to call them out, because they were not disguised as real officers. Because as real officers, you need to have first your ID. As a police officer, you need to have an arrest warrant issued by the court. Or if you have to search the house, you need a search warrant and things like that, so that at least the person who is coming to do that, you don't endanger the lives of people, because people can impersonate police officers. We have seen people in this country impersonate police officers. Then so many questions arise from this alleged invasion. One, why was the search, or why is the search being conducted at night? Because ordinarily, if you're searching something, because the reports say that they were looking for weapons, illegal firearms, and even if it is weapons, why don't they search them during the day? Why are they searching them at night? And even the president asked, you withdrew the guards from my mother, that's Mama Ngina Kenyatta, but why did you have to withdraw them at night? Why couldn't you withdraw them during the day? Things like that. So the other side, the government on the other side, the main reason why you're seeing this contest is because it's alleged, and you can listen to the clip of His Excellency William Ruto. In fact, I did a whole video on that. Go watch that video. And he said that, wewe Uhuru Kenyatta, wacha kulipa Mungiki waende wachome Nairobi. You, Uhuru Kenyatta, stop paying the outlawed sect of Mungiki to come and burn down, raise down Nairobi city, loot property and participate in violent demonstrations. Because according to the government of the day, the intelligence of their report says that it is this illegal sect that is being funded by the former president to come and sabotage government, and therefore the government has to reiterate, it has to react. And that's why you're seeing they are touching the soft spots of Uhuru Kenyatta, because they know once they touch the family, they touch the mother, then they are going to touch him directly. But the president is like, the former president is like, why don't you come to me directly? And that's the question I'll ask government. If indeed the financier is Uhuru Kenyatta, why don't you go directly to Honorable Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta? Why do you have to circumvent? Why do you have to fear? What do you have to fear if your reports are correct? And the other thing, guys, is that we saw another case of Mohammed Ali. Mohammed Ali is the MP for Nyali in Mombasa. And Mohammed Ali, actually what he did, he sued Brookside. I don't know what the issue was, but he was actually awarded some amount of money and even allowed to auction some properties of Brookside. When Brookside saw this case had already been won, they actually offered to pay him, I think, $500,000. My point is this, guys. We are witnessing scenes never ever witnessed in the territory of the Republic of Kenya, because never have we ever seen former presidents, sitting presidents going for former presidents, sitting regimes going for sitting regimes. Let us break it down. For example, when Moi took over from Kenyatta, nobody fought him. But you can say the former Jomo Kenyatta died in 1978, so there was nothing to come after, nobody to come after Moi. Fast forward, Kibaki took office. When Kibaki took office, he never even touched Moi for the next 10 years he was in power. He never went back, he never looked back, he never did anything. On the flip side though, Moi never organized anti-government protests, never financed, never sponsored, never did anything like that. He went into retirement and kept quiet. Fast forward, Kibaki comes, Uhuru comes, leaves Kibaki. Kibaki went into retirement, silent, off from active politics, and that's it. Uhuru never went for Kibaki. Fast forward, William Ruto comes in, and Uhuru is there. We have seen attacks that like we have never seen. Guys, remember, this is the first time the farm of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was invaded and sheep stolen. Sheep stolen from a farm of a former president of the Republic of Kenya. These are things that we have never ever had. And the bone of contention is one. Uhuru is funding Raila, and he's responding to that claim, and he's saying that it's not wrong to have a friend. His friend is in the opposition, and it's not a crime in Kenya for you to associate with anybody. It's only a crime for you to associate with terrorists. Okay, and that is the whole issue, guys. This is the bone of contention. Why you're seeing all this is because government is accusing this of one thing, and the other party is accusing government of the other things. There have been so many other claims made on the social media, and it's a matter of time we see where this country will go. But what I would like to say is that the most important thing we want today is peace. We just want peace as the country of the Republic of Kenya. When the big boys fight, we say when the bulls fight is the grass that gets destroyed. These people are wealthy. These are people who can even flee this country and live their own countries in other countries and gain citizenship and things like that. But the common Kenyan man cannot even afford a passport, cannot even afford a visa to go anywhere. So if this country is peaceless, is the people who at the bottom who will suffer. People at the top have already been established. They have already done everything that they need to do to secure their lives and things like that. On the other part, I believe it's also good for the government to lead by example and follow the laws and implement what they enact in parliament, what they sign into law. Okay, because that's the only way that is going to give confidence to the public that these people have fidelity to the constitution. But guys, let's not forget, even when the president was in power, he actually arrested some of these people in government, and some of them are revenging. Remember, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was arrested by the government of Uhuru Kenyatta, was arraigned, was handcuffed, in a very humiliating manner. And these people might be feeling it's their time now to even show the president there's a change of guard, and that there's new government, there's new blood, and there's things that will happen if you don't follow the new order. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I love you so much for your continued support. I'll see you in the next video. Meanwhile, I'll be here to bring you everything that is worth your time. In the meantime, adios and thanks for watching.